I'm an adventurous Swedish woman, always trying to make the most of my life and make reality of my dreams. Two of my dreams was to have one house in the mountains and another one by the sea. I'm so happy that I've been able to make reality of these dreams by buying one house in the mountains of Bulgaria and one by the sea in Sicily. My channel is about my daily life in Sicily, a Mediterranean lifestyle, and where I can live the so-called dolce vita. My mountain life in Bulgaria, where I live immersed in wild, serene, wonderful nature. And it's also about the work and renovations I do on my properties, both in Sicily and Bulgaria. In this episode, I will show you a roof renovation I had done on my house in Sicily, as well as a wall restoration. For these jobs, I hired someone that handled everything in a very professional way by Italian and English-speaking project manager Leonardo, while I was away working in Norway. He took care of absolutely everything regarding this renovation, from the practical to the administrative issues, like finding workers and getting 2 different quotes, suggesting best building solutions and materials suitable for my budget, getting a geometra for the SILA permission, which is like a building permission, I believe. He supervised the work and time frames, and he continuously kept me updated of the work progress, both by mail and with photos. I'm home in Tusa, Sicily. I'm on the top floor of my house. I have a 4-store house, 4 stores up. So I wanted a place, in this town. I have cafes and I have bars, I have restaurants, I have shops, I have, I can buy fresh vegetables. I have the sun, pleasant climate. And, another kind of lifestyle. I already know people here. People are so friendly and welcoming. So, I can have a social life here. So let's go up to the 4th and last floor here. So we come up here. There is some kind of shelf. There's another shelf behind that curtain. There is some platform here where I can maybe have a refrigerator, I don't know, something I can have there. And then we come into this room, and this is the only room in the house that actually has some damages. Yes, the rest of the house is actually in quite good conditions. It's mostly cosmetic jobs that has to be done, except from the first bottom floor. Likely I will have to do some more work there. I will also have to look over the electric wiring in the house. Then you also have to count on that things can show up on the way that you are not aware of now. That's the worst damage there. But the floor, again, perfectly fine. Look at this. Tremendous sea view. So this is my sea view. All along the coast. My sea view, mountain view, and view over this medieval town here. Some kind of sitting area here in front of the window, so I can enjoy me and my guests and people who come here enjoy this sea view. And then I don't know exactly yet, but I'm going to have some kind of island here, kitchen island. And I have my own pizza oven here. This is a proper Italian pizza oven. Fantastic. Some professionals here helping me to have a look at the house. And he actually crawled out through that window and he had a look on top of this. And he said, it's a new tiles on this roof here, which is fantastic. But probably we'll have to do something with that roof there.
It's like for the kitchen downstairs, because I banked with the broomstick. This ceiling is concrete.
Yeah.
Okay, so Also here, to replace the roof tiles,
Yeah.
if it's confirmed that it's concrete, is easy, meaning that you take everything out.
Yeah.
You need to put bitumen, so it's like the asphalt type of
Yeah.
material. Black with the
So yesterday I had these people here. They are professionals, project managers with building jobs. And the thing that I thought would be worse, this wall that I thought had moist damage, and this guy, he said it is not a moist damage there. It is, they probably has built this afterwards, later, and it's a construction fault that has made this to collapse or crack. Or so this would be quite easy to fix, actually. He will build a reinforcing wall in front of it that hasn't to be so. We'll just lose a little bit of space like this, but it's very fixable. He also crawled out through the window and had a look. This roof here is a new roof here on top of this here. Because he noticed downstairs in my little kitchen, in my little bathroom, that I have a moist problem in the roofs. So he said that this roof, I have to fix this roof, replace it, and it could go two ways. If it's a wooden roof under this, then it could be quite expensive. So I'm trying to, and look, it looks like it is a wooden roof. Unless there are concrete under that wood. So, yeah. If it had been a concrete roof, because this here is a concrete roof, that would be quite easy fix, he said. But if it is a wooden roof, well, I guess they might have to do a concrete. I really don't know, but that would be much more expensive. So, yeah, a little bit worried about that. Luckily, it's not a very, very big roof. So, but what has to be done, because I can't have a leaking roof. I have to just fix the house, what has to be fixed. I'm just sitting here on the wooden frame, so I would like to go out, crawl out, and have a look. I actually crawled out here on the roof, holding on. Oh, look at this. Oh, okay, so now I understand. All this here and there has to be changed. So this is in 2 levels here, because that is over the stairway. Okay, so this is how it looks. There is a chimney, and it definitely looks like it is wood here. But the terrace, I mean, the roof is not so big. So, yeah, hopefully it wouldn't cost me that much. Anyway, look at this space here, how I would like to make a roof terrace out of this. But when you live by a house in these antique towns, there are different zones, and if I am in the zone A, that would not be allowed. So, safely inside again. It was actually easier to get inside than out. Yeah. Well, let's see if it's wood or concrete under those tiles. That will make a big difference apparently in the price. But because I found such an excellent project manager, someone who truly took my budget limitations in account, he came up with a very good and affordable solution for me. You will soon see it here as I show you the process of the work they carried out. But first, I would like to give a special thanks to Carlo from the YouTube channel Move to Italy Now, who helped me to buy this house and also recommended Leonardo to me. These kind of contacts are invaluable. I made a request that they should document the whole working process, and they sure delivered on that. So here's a slideshow of the whole working process. So this is the more elevated roof over the stairway, and as you can see, there were quite a few tiles that were broken there. However, I was not surprised to see that the concrete was in really good condition under those tiles, because I had not seen any sign of water damage from the inside under that roof. But as I had to fix the part of the roof that was in a bad condition, I wanted to take the opportunity to waterproof this roof also, so I would be sure to have a good roof for many more years to come. So on this roof they put something called bitumen membran. But the concrete on the roof of the pizza oven was in really bad condition. I guess the heat from the pizza oven had affected it in a bad way and disintegrated it over the years. But of course, there were no problem for the skilled workers to fix and waterproof that area also. And here is the finished result of that roof once the tiles are put back in place again. Yes, we reused the old tiles that were still in a good condition and just replaced the broken ones. This is an excellent way to do renovation jobs when you have a limited budget. Not everything has to be new and shiny, as long as it's still good and functional. I actually think this roof blends so much better into this medieval town than many other roofs there that are made of plastic and metal. I mean, look at it, it's just beautiful. It's so nice to see it without all this grass and things. Now it just looks beautiful. Okay, so now we come to the lower roof made of wood that was leaking. But first I also want to tell that of course they also cleaned the gutter that was absolutely grown over with grass and cactuses and things like that. But they just cleaned it so nicely, so now I have very clean gutters also. So back to the wooden roof again that I was so worried that would cost me a lot to repair. But that Leonardo came up with a very good and budget-friendly solution for. So instead of building a completely new roof there, they used a waterproofing system of roofing sheets called ondulin. This is apparently a common way to water insulate wooden roofs in Sicily, especially when you're on a budget. The ondulin sheets are placed straight on the wooden boards, and then the tiles are placed on top of them in a traditional way. So here is that roof ready. Nice, clean, whole and tidy. In the left corner here is the pizza oven. And here we have the two roofs together. I just think they are beautiful and so good to know I really have a good roof on my house now. You probably wonder about those stones that are placed on the roof. Actually, all roofs in town with these traditional old tiles have them. It's a method they used for hundreds of years to keep the tiles from blowing off the roof. To be honest, when you walk on the streets and you know about the stone boulders are over your head, it feels a little bit nerve-wracking sometimes. But since it has worked for such a long time, you just have to shake that feeling off and soon you have forgotten about it. And here are all the broken tiles that had to be thrown away. So let's go inside and have a look at the other work that was wall reinforcing. It was actually only the longer wall that had a real issue. But I chose to, just like I did with the roof, to also reinforce the other wall, the shorter wall, to make sure it would stay stable. So they stripped down the walls of the plaster and the concrete until they reached the bricks. Then they attached a metal grid on the wall that they embedded in concrete. I guess they let this layer of concrete dry until they put on this other layer of concrete on top of that. I think these lines, like frames, is a method they use to be able to build a nice, smooth, even wall. And it sure seems to work because look how nice these walls are. You can see that this is done by skilled people who really know how to do their job. So, this is the result. This is how the room looks now. What a transformation. Look at my horse. Waking up to a fantastic morning here. It was so great to come back and find the most important issues with my house solved. And on top of that, they left it so nice and clean. As you see it now, that is how I found it. Absolutely impeccable. I know that there are many of you out there that are in the same situation as me. You buy a house or you're planning to buy a house, and then you know you will have to leave and be far away. And you would love to have renovation work done on your house while you are away. You probably also heard stories about how hard it can be to manage and coordinate working projects like this from a distance. Especially as a foreigner in a new country, you don't know the language or how things actually work there. I mean, it can be hard enough even if you are present and at place. You know, you're in a new country, there's so much you don't know. You have to find the right contacts. You have to navigate through rules and regulations, often with a difficult language barrier. So I can strongly recommend you to find a good project manager that manages everything for you. So I have the project manager here with the worker that has done the work here. My new walls. Excellent job. And they laid the roof also. So this is my project manager, very professional Leonardo, and this is the worker, very professional also. So they have reinforced my wall. So what did you tell me about?
What they taking away all the old plaster from the entire wall, going back to the bricks. Then we exposed the metal that needed to be cured. The metal was all cured. And then pins were installed in the wall that were needed to weld a metal grid. It was then embedded into 5 centimeters of concrete. And after that, this is the finishing layer. So,
and what did you say about the wall when they opened it? It wasn't that unstable. How was it?
No, it was so what has happened, it was built incorrectly in the first place. So basically when they installed the roof, this created a tension, then moved the wall, so the wall just went bent. It was stable, but in this way now it is reinforced and solid, so it is all one piece, because there was a round of concrete at this level, and then at the top, the two are connected by the net, so everything is fine. I said that we do work only with proven firms that we know, that are reliable and then accountable for the work done. So for anything that would emerge after the construction, it is our duty to fix.
Yes, very good. So, and all this was done while I was away. So Leonardo, he was managing everything with this geometra and the Sila, what was it again?
We got the planning permission done. That is a CIL, a seal. That is the name of the Italian acronym for the planning permission. This was done, submitted with the robot signature. Work was planned, executed. So
so everything with permissions and everything.
Easy turnkey.
Yes. So effective and so reliable. So I'm very happy for this. I couldn't be happier. Thank you so much for watching, and I will leave Leonardo's email address in the description below in case you would like to reach out to him for inquiries. But keep in mind that we are on the northern side of Sicily, and I think that it is in this region that he offers his services.